Let's put some nice lights. Remove the plastic so I can put my wires through here. I was just going to simply drill my windshield frame because it's strong. But then every time I remove the windshield, I had to unplug wires and no. So, tabs made and grind that off. Put that in there. Weld it on. Let's go. Some of you may be concerned that I'm not caring about the plastic the way I write this on the woods. No, I don't. Not that I don't care on purpose, I just use the machine for its intent of being on the woods and hunting or wheeling or having fun. It's gonna work great. See, give me a little less. There we go. Right, not too much, don't go crazy. Says I need some weld. If I go blind, because I wasn't. I have marks already. You may not be able to see them on there, but I did. Poor old hell. It's not working too good. Yeah, gonna have to clean the sensor. Very, very nice. Let's go to that side. All right. You don't supposed to show your welds on, you know, the whole Facebook because everybody knows how to weld, right? Clean, nice. Super strong. Let's give it a good old brush.
Nice.
It's a beam welded top and bottom with a 1/4 inch. Thickness, tab too much for a light? Yes, absolutely. But it'll be there for life. Yes, that's looking fantastic. So building this to me is nothing, you know. 5 minutes, build the bracket, weld them on, I'm ready to go. The only problem, look at how sexy that look in there. Awesome. My only problem is I suffer from very, very big HDAD. So that took me to fabricate that, weld them on and everything, 5 minutes. For the last half hour, I've been trying to figure it out, what I did with my second bracket. I took it out of the box and I have no idea where it can be. This, let's say I grab this one and I'll be like, oh, I need a spatula. This is what I think it happens. Because otherwise I have no idea how I lose so much crap. But, oh well. 5 minutes of that and so far I'm going into a half hour of trying to figure it out. Where the second bracket went. Right now I came here for a drill bit. Then I got distracted with my exhaust for the Jeep. So bird, squirrels. When I grab the socket kit, my life, I swear. As you can see, wires that come from behind. Then you have this little piece trim. Very nice and blocked. Underneath, wire comes through there. It has the connection right here. Waterproof, obviously. It's underneath the fender with all the other wires. Bright lights. All on a relay because there are a lot of amperage. The amount of light that's gonna be. What I'm gonna do is, because I don't like to have random switches, especially just for lights. This has its own relay, so instead of me bringing all this wire, disassemble all the machine. Damn it, I touched the button. Instead of me having to take my windshield, that plastic, everything, just to run for a toggle switch, the way I like to have my extra light, it's always on the same switch as the high beams. Low beams, you know, perfect, no other lights. When I put high beams, I want everything. So right here, out of this plug, I'm gonna shorten all this cable. And basically, I'm gonna hook up the ground to the battery ground. But the thing that activates the relay takes power from the battery, not from here. This just activates the relay. So when this activates my high beams, it's gonna send the signal to the relay and it's gonna turn on the lights. I'm gonna grab a needle nose somewhere. You got big fat hands. They don't really work for jobs like this. There's one here. See, much better. Okay, see which one is low beam. Not that I care, because I'm gonna use the high beam, but I wanna know. Okay, so low beam is your green one. That means your yellow one is gonna be high beams. So yellow one is on the other side. Correct. Perfect. And I just have to hook up this to the yellow wire. Because what the yellow wire is going to do, it's going to activate this blue wire. And then it's going to activate the relay. Relay is going to pull power from the battery, not from my headlight. You can hear it clicking. Part of the connection is done. Then I'll trim those wires up. Let's see. Low, high, low, high. Beautiful. So most people don't know that these wires are strong, but for example, if you were trying to build these little Yamaha factory wires with any kind of plier, they're so thin and fragile that every time you try to peel the coating with a plier, it just rips the cable and it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. So a trick that not many know is you just heat up the coating. It doesn't burn your fingers at all. And right there, wire appears. Again, this is thick wire. But it's a trick that you can do for peeling very, very thin wires. Just heat it up, easy peasy. Now let's make some connections. Ooh. Before doing the connections, drop out of my hand. Can't forget about the shrink wrap. You know how many times I made the connections, tie them, I put solder on it, and then I'm like, now I gotta cut it again because I forgot the shrink part. And we're all done. So once again, from the bracket, wire goes down, height itself better than the factory winch wire in there. Definitely better than these half boots and their, you know, water and mud collects in there because they're too short. Whatever. Then they come up through here. Goes into right here. You have two plastic tabs. Obviously they're designed, I think, to hold relays. I don't know why else they will be there. So that's where I put the relay of my kit. This is its fuse. So on a nice mounted area, fuse heated by the other fuses. Main wire then hooks up to my high beam in there, all hidden. The other one comes through here, runs higher than those factory cables. Comes through here with all these other wires, nice and hidden. And now my high beams are just as simple as got my low beams, flip it to the high, boop, done. Let's put the hood on it. And boom. I love the lights in there on that location. So light bars on top of the roof. I don't like them because, again, I go through a lot of brush, low branches on our trail system. And I have damaged a few. The other part is they create glare. Every time I turn on the lights, yes, I can kind of see the surrounding, but then I create a massive glare on my windshield. Lights on the front bumper. That's a no for me. I definitely rip lights on the bumpers. That's just the nature of our trails and how we ride. So I already know lights on the bumpers, they don't work. This machine only has like probably 12-15 hours. By hour 80, all this will be dented to crap or will have to be replaced. And again, it's a very common position, you know, on full-size wheelers, let's say your Toyota Tacomas, your Jeep JKs, your old school CJs. It's a great spot. You never get a glare. You always get on top of the hood, just the light. And it's a great location. I have it on many of my wheelers on that location, and that's where I like to have my lights. So I like it. Normally, you know, could make a taller bracket and it came more here, and that would appeal better from the outside. The problem with being here, when you're sitting down, then you're actually staring at this, like it's blocking the view going down. This being here, you can barely see this corner. The view comes right there. So it's not that from the driver perspective, they get on my way there. If I would have moved them in a little bit more, for more aesthetically please, then they would annoy me every day. I'm happy.